Oh no, boxing, motherfucker. So this past Saturday, live in Las Vegas, Nevada, on Amazon Prime, Jamal Charlo took on Thomas Cornflake Lammana. And this was Jamal Charlo's first time back in the ring in 2 years. That's right. Jamal Charlo's last fight was in 2023, where he took on Jose Benavidez Jr. So this was another comeback fight for Jamal Charlo, another chance to shake the ring rust off. And what better opponent to do it with against than Thomas Cornflake Lammana, the punching bag. I mean, look at the way this guy is built. He looks like an in-shape lesbian. Seriously though, this guy did not belong on no goddamn co-main event. This guy Cornflake Lammana belongs on prelims or tucked away somewhere on somebody's undercard. Absolutely trash. This fight was trash, to be honest with you. I mean, I guess you can say that Jamal Charlo looked good, but it was against Cornflake Lammana. It's not saying much when you look good against a Cornflake Lammana now, is it? The fight looked like an over-glorified sparring session. But yeah, man, this was my first time watching Cornflake Lammana fight. And wow, let me just say that I was not the least bit impressed. Not at all. Thomas Cornflake Lammana looked like a floppy condom just getting tossed around by a cruiserweight in Jamal Charlo. Absolutely nasty work by the PBC. And where are all the PBC sympathizers that criticize and want to talk shit about Turkey Al Sheik and his Real Caesar shows? Why aren't y'all criticizing and calling out this bullshit? And the worst part of this whole fight, it wasn't even that it was a trash fight, but it was also corrupted. That's right. Because this fight was not stopped on no TKO or no knockout or something violent, something cool. Jamal Charlo did not knock Thomas Lammana out, okay? The referee stopped this early because the doctors recommended stop the fight. That's right. There was no reason to stop that fight. Cornflake was not leaking. He was not cut from nowhere. So the only other reason I could think of that they stopped this fight was because of corruption. They did not want to risk Jamal Charlo getting hurt because as trash as Lammana was, and he was landing some shots on Charlo. That's why I think that they stopped this fight early, because the PBC didn't want Charlo running the risk of getting hurt. But now I want to pivot on over to the main event. Caleb Plant versus Armando Resendiz. Now, this fight right here was a good fight. At first, Caleb Plant was doing good. He was doing his thing, working behind the jab. I would say for the first 3 rounds, Caleb Plant won those rounds. But in the 4th round is where Resendiz began to turn it up. Caleb Plant, in the second half of the fight, I found it hard to give Caleb Plant a round. I had an 8-4 for Resendiz because after the 4th round, it was all Resendiz. He was beating Caleb Plant up. And although Resendiz is smaller than most of the guys at super middleweight, he was in there bullying Caleb Plant. Gave Caleb Plant the business. The more and more we got into the later rounds, Caleb Plant found himself holding a lot more, grappling a lot more, doing the Andre Ward, the jab and grab. But it was all Resendiz landing more punches, getting the better of the exchanges, putting on the pressure on Caleb Plant and forcing Caleb Plant back into the ropes. Caleb Plant should really consider going back to the drawing board and scrapping that Philly roll or the shoulder roll. It does nothing for him besides get him hurt. So the question now is, what's next for both of these guys? Let's start off with Caleb Plant. Where does Caleb Plant go from here? Well, to keep it 100 with y'all, I think that Caleb Plant is done at the top contender level / world level. But I don't think that Caleb Plant should just pack it up and retire either, because he can still get some big paydays while he is in the sport. Resendiz definitely ruined any plans of a Jamal Charlo versus Caleb Plant fight. But to be completely honest, I wasn't ever too excited or looking forward to seeing Caleb Plant versus Jamal Charlo. Maybe 2 years ago when Caleb Plant slapped the dog shit out Charlo's mouth in that parking lot, in the parking garage, that fight then would have been hot, because it had momentum, but all the momentum that it had has come and gone. So instead of Plant versus Charlo fight, they should make a Charlo versus Resendiz fight instead. It's only right. And get Caleb Plant a fight on the undercard of that matchup versus someone else. But yeah, that's the fight to make now. Moving forward, is Charlo versus Resendiz. And as far as the Caleb Plant fight goes, he should definitely get another fight again because boxing needs the gatekeepers, and that's what Caleb Plant is at this point. He's a gatekeeper.